Okay, let's dive right into this explainer and learn how you can become the true architect of your own ideas. I mean, we've all been there, right? You're sitting at a desk, staring blankly at this chaotic, completely empty page, just feeling totally overwhelmed by all the information swirling around in your head. Writing a multi-paragraph informational essay can honestly feel like being asked to build an entire house without a single instruction. But hey, today, we're going to change all of that. We're going to put on our hard hats and learn how to construct your essay from the ground up, making sure you are in total control of the design.
And we're starting with a really powerful truth here, because bringing order out of chaos, that isn't just about finishing a homework assignment. It's actually a foundational spiritual principle. When you organize your thoughts, you're reflecting a higher sense of order. Just doing things in a fitting and orderly way brings this amazing sense of calm and purpose to your work. So, as we figure out how to structure our writing today, remember that we're also training our minds to approach any challenge with real intention and clarity.
Here is our blueprint for today's explainer. We will start with the orderly architect, explore why organization matters, and then look at the essay blueprint. After that, we're going to cover 3 powerful essay structures, see your blueprint in action, and finally wrap up by discussing education built on morality.
Section 1. The Orderly Architect.
Section 2. Why organization matters.
Now, before we actually pour the concrete and start framing our walls, we need to understand exactly why having a plan is so absolutely crucial. Well, organization literally cures that dreaded "what do I say next" panic. When you have a clear blueprint, you aren't just guessing. You can actually focus all your creative energy on making your sentences strong and your details super specific. And honestly, more importantly, it respects your reader's time. It saves them from wandering through this confusing maze of your thoughts, bumping into wobbly essay walls, or opening doorways that lead absolutely nowhere. When you organize, you're deciding the very best order to present your ideas so your reader can build their understanding step by step.
Section 3. The Essay Blueprint.
Okay, so just like a building needs a solid foundation, sturdy walls, and a protective roof, your essay stacks up perfectly in 3 clear steps. Step 1 is your introduction. Think of this as your foundation. It hooks the reader, welcomes them right in the front door, and clearly states your thesis, which is the main point of your whole essay. Step 2, your body paragraphs. These are the walls holding everything up. Each paragraph covers one main idea that supports your thesis, using facts, examples, and explanations to make it really strong. And finally, step 3 is your conclusion. This is the roof. It neatly summarizes the key points you've just built and leaves the reader with a final, lasting thought.
So, let's zoom in on those walls for a second. When you're building the walls of your essay, you assemble each body paragraph logically using 3 crucial pieces. You always start with a topic sentence. Think of this as the sign on the door of a room. It tells the reader exactly what this specific paragraph is going to be about. Next, you fill that room with furniture, right? That's your supporting evidence and examples. This is where you actually prove your point. And finally, you finish with a wrap-up sentence. This is incredibly important because it neatly closes out the paragraph and connects the idea right back to your main thesis, keeping your whole structure totally unified.
Section 4. 3 Powerful Essay Structures. Let's look at 3 very common yet super effective frameworks. First up, the 3-paragraph body structure. Say your thesis is that exercise improves mental health, your 3 body paragraphs would neatly cover stress, focus, and mood. It works beautifully because it's just so incredibly easy to follow. 1 clear point per paragraph. Now, consider the cause and effect structure. If you're writing about deforestation, you organize your essay by first explaining the cause, like cutting down trees for agriculture, and then detailing the effects, like the loss of animal habitats. It perfectly shows the direct relationship between events. Finally, we have the problem and solution format. If your topic is plastic pollution, you first outline the problem, the harm to ocean wildlife, and then you dedicate the next section to the solutions, like recycling programs. This layout makes your information clear, forward-looking, and totally actionable.
Section 5. Your Blueprint in Action.
All right, it's time to actually put this into practice. By completing these 5 focused homework steps, you're going to transition from just thinking about an essay to actually holding a workable, orderly plan in your hands. First, you'll jot down a brief outline. Just bullet points are totally fine. Then, list out the main idea for each of your body walls. Next, practice writing just 1 strong topic sentence. After that, step back and explain why the structure you chose, maybe cause and effect or problem and solution, is the perfect fit for your specific topic. And finally, pinpoint exactly how you will restate your thesis when you build that concluding roof. If you do this before you start writing the full essay, I promise you, the whole writing process will feel like an absolute breeze.
Section 6. Education built on morality.
Finally, let's zoom out from organizing paragraphs to organizing your life. The Academy Godly Learner series teaches us that making good structural choices in writing is actually very much like making good moral choices in life. It emphasizes a profound truth. Education without morality will hurt. I mean, think about it. What is the point of being incredibly smart, of knowing how to build brilliant arguments and essays, if you continue to make bad, disorganized moral choices that end up hurting yourself or the people around you? True education is really about aligning your mind with positive, orderly, and moral frameworks.
Romans chapter 8 reminds us that a spiritually focused, orderly mind brings peace. And really, that's the ultimate goal. When you learn to bring order to a chaotic, blank page, you're practicing the exact same discipline required to bring order and peace to your daily decisions. You are literally becoming a master architect of both your education and your character.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want you to look at the blank pages in front of you, both in school and in your daily life. You now have the blueprint. You know how to lay a foundation, how to build strong, supportive walls of evidence, and how to cap it all off with a clear, resonant conclusion. You understand that organization isn't a restriction, it's the very tool that sets your ideas free. So I leave you with this question. What will you build with your orderly mind today? Go grab your hard hat, start outlining, and construct something truly amazing.